Hello, you all. Welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, what's good? If you're new, hey boo, I am back with yet another video. Okay, so I got y'all up with me this morning. So it is Peace and Man mornings, and I just been on the road with the videos. I don't know what it's been, y'all. Like, I just been feeling like I've been having an abundance of messages, like back to back, just pouring out of me profusely. Like, every time I have a topic in mind that I feel like it's important to put out, and I just feel like you know how you just get a sense that you just need to keep going and keep going and keep going and keep talking, and that's just how I've been feeling lately. I just feel like the Lord is just really working through me right now. But basically, I had the last video. It's so crazy how every video that I make always seems to lead me into my next topic. But let me just say, before I even get into my video, it was a young lady that had put a comment up under my black sheep video, and I really appreciated that comment. Like, I really be loving y'all feedback so much, and I appreciate y'all support so much. She just said keep going, and I enjoy watching your videos, and that just motivated me to just keep going. Because you know, if you are a YouTuber, you get to certain points where you feel discouraged. You just feel like you just get this sense of where you feel like you need to give up, and then you just have that one saying that was just a saying from the Lord. I feel like that young lady that left that comment, that just made me keep going, because I have been feeling a lot of discouragement lately. So that's why I've been on the ball with these videos. Like, I usually post every other day, but I just been feeling in the spirit to post every day, because I feel like somebody need to hear encouragement every day, and that's what these videos are for. So basically, the last video where I was talking about saying that you are unequally yoked with someone, I'm gonna pull a part of that video out of there where I said take it all the way back to when you was a child. So basically, what I want to talk about is your gifts. Okay, if you are trying to figure out what your purpose is and you're not sure what it is that you need to be doing out here, you need to, because there's so many people that don't know that they have gifts. They don't know. You don't know how powerful you are. You need to go back to your childhood and collect your spiritual gift. Yes, you have a spiritual gift, and you need to take it all the way back to when you was a child. Go and pick up your gifts, okay? They have been waiting for you. And see, this is the one thing that I have come to realize on this journey, is that once you become more spiritually aware of everything involving your purpose, you ain't gonna miss no steps, okay? You ain't trying to miss nothing that's thrown out here, okay? You trying to catch all your blessings, as many as you can. You know how you going through, you playing them games and you collecting all your coins and stuff. You don't want to miss none of your coins. Go collect them coins, girl, or guy, whoever I'm talking to. And when I say your spiritual gifts are waiting for you in your childhood, is because everything that we have ever learned as a child is gonna help us deal with what we are going up against in the world today. Like, these movies and these stories has been put out here for us to be self-aware of how to maneuver and move throughout this life. So you've been taught on how to move and maneuver throughout this life since you was a child. You've been wise, you've been smart. It's nothing too hard to understand. And I'm putting a strong emphasis on childhood, because there's so many things in our childhood where there are secret messages locked in our childhood, like television shows, movies. When I talk about spiritual warfare, when I talk about metamorphosis and things like that, and I use pictures and stuff, I just be trying to give y'all an idea of what you may be missing. You are missing out on your purpose. You are missing out on your spiritual gifts. Your spiritual gifts started when you were a child. The Lord always reveals us what our purpose is, but it takes us to grow and mature and gain more wisdom and strength to realize what it is. He gave it to us, but it take a while for you to realize what it is. So when I say spiritual, I mean, when I say secret messages locked in your childhood, like, for instance, if y'all notice, I've been using a lot of pictures and videos. Like, when I come and make videos, I like for y'all to kind of see the situation y'all self, like from y'all standpoint, y'all life. Like I said, this channel really ain't about me. This is about your purpose, your journey. You know, you are relatable to me. If you are on my channel, then you relate to me in some type of way. So if you like watching spirituality videos, then 9 times out of 10 you have a spiritual gift. So the reason why I've been using a lot of pictures and audio videos is to kind of give y'all an idea of what spiritual warfare looks like. Now, if you ever watched a movie from when you was a child, like, or read books, like, I used to read a lot. My grandmother used to make me go to the library a lot when I was a child. If you ever remember those stories you used to read back in the day, there was nothing but spiritual warfare in those stories. Like, when you come across people that seems as though they're trying to con you, that's Little Red Riding Hood. Snow White, you know, somebody always trying to stop them while they're on their path. They're on their path to go somewhere, okay? They just make it more relatable for a child. But when you get older, those stories and those movies when you watch when you was a child start to make more sense, and it's more relatable to real life and things that we go through on a day-to-day basis. So hopefully y'all really connected with what I'm saying. Little Red Riding Hood, I don't remember really seeing a movie about it. I just remember reading a story about it and how the wolf deceived her, how the wolf tried to portray to be something that he wasn't, you know? That's what's going on out here with spiritual warfare. It's a lot of people out here portraying to be something that they are not. If you think back to all the fairy tale stories and movies that you read, movies that you watched, you will notice that it's always a villain in the story. It is always a metamorphic kind of situation where a person started off being real smooth and suave and the good Samaritan, and this person just looks so perfect. Once you get through the movie, you can see that this person is kind of transforming into another being, and you see that they go through those certain phases where their mask starts to slip off. Everything is put out here for a reason. So everything that we learned as a child has been put out to set us up for the future. And this really don't even have nothing to do with your beliefs. Like, it can be every aspect of your life. Everybody that you come in contact with, fake friends, toxic family members. Cinderella had toxic family members, and they never wanted, they knew that she was really great, and they treated her like she was a peasant, you know. And when she started to show her gifts, when she had a fairy godmother come to her life, the fairy godmother can be disguised as the Lord, you know. Her fairy godmother came and revealed to her what her purpose was, and she had been keeping locked away her gifts. You know, she had a gift to design. She knew that she had passions to do great things, and she imagined it, you know. Everything that you imagine should be a step towards your goal. You should make your dreams a reality. The Lord, quote unquote, fairy godfather, revealed to her her purpose. And see, her family, okay, toxic family, didn't want to see her do good. They knew what she was destined to become, but they were so envious and jealous of her gift that they wanted to keep her locked away from the world, you know. She was their maid. She was running around doing everything for them. They treated her like she was nothing, you know. They treated her like she was an outcast, a black sheep. And once she broke up out of that and she started living her purpose, she turned into a princess. She became Cinderella, and she just became the character in a story that people never forget, you know. And so you just use those childhood stories as a way to just kind of decipher spirits and learn your direction and where it is that you needed to go. Like, whenever we used to read those books and those stories, we used to always feel like, that's why it's a lot of people out here that still kind of, you can see they kind of give off a childlike kind of nature. They are grown, but they operate in a way as if they are still a child. You know, you are always a child at heart. You always going to be that little girl and that little boy. So many secret messages that was locked in those movies, and it just kind of play out for what we are going through today. Social media can work for you or work against you. Whenever I get on social media, I always make sure that when I'm getting on here, I'm taking something with me that is going to help me and carry me through life. I'm always looking to learn. I don't never think that I'm too arrogant or I'm too wise. Like, I feel like I know everything and can't nobody tell me nothing. I'm always looking to learn from other people's perspectives and see their viewpoints versus living and thinking like this person or praising this person. Social media is really just put out here for us to live our purpose. Everything always seems to be at your fingertips. It really is, but you should take advantage of that and use it for good purpose. Yeah, there's so many people out here that's just using their purposes for evil, but you can use your purposes for good. And go pick up your spiritual gifts because you have them, okay? It's been in you since you was a child. It ain't on you, it's in you, okay? It's both. It's on you and it's in you. It ain't never leaving. It never left. And whenever I see people come and say, because I had somebody tell me that they didn't know what their purpose was a while back, and it really made me feel some type of way, because The reason why you may feel like you don't know your purpose is because you got blockages in your way, roadblocks. And just think back to them stories in the movies from when you was a child, when this person was on a path to try to get to a destination and they had so many obstacles coming up against them to kind of just distract them on their journey. Like, that's you. It's so amazing how the Lord will reveal to you your purposes in so many different ways. Like, the way that the Lord communicated with me, he's going to communicate with you differently. Okay, he may communicate with you in a similar sense, and you may listen to this and be like, well, I feel like he communicated with me in the same way. But you really got to be open. Like, you really got to be spiritually open and aware enough to hear him, what he is saying. I feel like the Lord used so many different methods and ways to communicate to each and every one of us. Like, he created the earth, so it's so many powerful ways the Lord connects and communicates to each one of us. And you just got to be so open and ready to figure out what type of communication is the Lord using to speak to you, you know? And that's where it comes to having a sound man, just kind of blocking out all the noises. This is where it comes to go to the Lord himself and stop looking to everybody else for an answer. Everything is in you. It's already in you. You already got the answers. You already got the secret formula. You got the juice, okay? You got that juice. You got the sauce. You got too much sauce. You got too much sauce on you. You got too much sauce to be wasting it, okay? You got to spread it out. All the meals that you prepared, all them gifts that you got prepared, you got to spread that sauce out, okay? But them gifts, baby, them gifts, you have them, okay? And why I keep on saying go and collect your gifts is because the Lord always have an abundance of gifts waiting for you. And you may have gifts that's been waiting for you for I don't know how long. Been waiting all the way since childhood up to how old you are now. If you don't go collect them gifts and get out here and live your purpose, your gifts in. It ain't on you, it's in you. It ain't on you, it's in you. And that's what I wanted to come share with y'all this morning. That you have gifts, okay? You may have one gift or you may have several. It ain't no limit to where you can go in your life. It ain't no limit on the gifts that you can receive when it comes from the Lord, okay? When you are doing his work and you are living your purpose, which is for him solely, then he is going to pour those gifts onto you. It's going to be loads and loads and loads and loads of gifts, and you got to mentally and spiritually and physically prepare yourselves in order to receive these gifts, because when he pour it on you, it's going to be so well worth it. Once you get past all your obstacles and you don't let nothing stand in your way, you don't let nobody break your spirit, you don't let nobody stand in the way of your blessings, because you know that the Lord chose you, okay? This is probably gonna be the first time y'all ever hear me talk about being the chosen, but that's why the Lord chose you, is because he knew that you was gonna be a force to be reckoned with. And I mean that from a positive sense, okay? He knew that you were so strong. When you think back on everything that you've been through, like if you feel like you're one of the type of people you had it the worst in life, that is a sign to let you know that you have a spiritual gift, because the Lord has put you through those tests and obstacles for a reason, to prepare you for what is going on right now. That stuff that you dealt with, and the reason why I keep on talking about childhood is because a lot of your pain and problems might have came from your childhood. You might have been suffering through traumatic things since you was a child, and it's something that you always carry with you, and you always just feel like, Lord, why? If you ever ask the question to like, dang, Lord, if I'm so good, then why I keep on suffering like this? Why I keep on getting the short end of the stick? Why I keep on getting hell if I'm so much of a good person? The Lord wants you to live your purpose. The Lord knew that you was going to be able to stand the test of time. He knew that you was going to have the strength and the willpower to get through that. That's why he chose you, okay? It might not have been fair. It might not have been right. You might have had some tears and pain along the way, but you learned to heal yourself, and he helped you along the way, okay? Self-healing is the Lord, okay? The Lord working through you is healing you. He is giving you the strength to keep going, okay? Not staying stuck in your pain, not staying stuck in the past, okay? Pick up those spiritual gifts that he gave you since you was a child, because he instilled that in you, okay? This is not nothing that you need to keep locked to yourself. That's why I come and tell y'all to start y'all channel and stop being shy. And I'm not really trying to come on here and force and push nothing on nobody, but I just want to let you know that you are great, okay? You have so much greatness from within you, okay? There is beauty in having a spiritual gift, okay? So use it to your advantage, okay? And I want to come share that with child, because sometimes people, they come on here and they may say something along the lines of, oh, don't share everything with everybody don't need to know your goals, everybody don't need to know what your plans is and stuff like that. Block out all them negative voices. You are living your dream, you are living your goals, you are living your purpose, you are living your plans. Everything is already in the making, okay? Everything is already in the works. There's no plan or goal that you're trying to reach, because you already living in it, you already breathing it, you walking in it, speaking in it, living in it, all of it. If you have an open heart and you are a good-natured person, you are not going to care about keeping things to yourself. And see, the one thing about people, and they'll never tell you this, but see, I am not a hater, okay? I want to see my audience, my subscribers to grow. I want them to do the same thing that I'm doing. This is the one thing about people using their gifts to do evil, is a person will come on here and tell you not to share certain things and tell you to keep your mouth closed. Because, and this is where it comes to, stop taking influence from other people. Go to the Lord himself and talk to him and have him reveal to you what it is that you need to do. Block out all these quote-unquote positive messages that's laced with jealousy, that's laced with envy, that's laced with competitiveness. When somebody come and tell you to keep your mouth closed and don't share things with certain people, it's because they don't want you to come and outshine them, okay? They want you to keep constantly being a viewer. They want you to constantly keep being a supporter, idolizing them, okay? Operating in idolatry when the Lord said go to him and not me. That's why they're telling you to keep your mouth closed. That's why they're telling you to stop sharing certain things. Don't share your dreams and your purpose with people, okay? You better tell them people, stop stepping on your blessings, stop stepping on your dreams, telling me that this ain't no dream that I'm sharing. This is a reality, okay? Let them know that this dream is a reality because you're living in it fully. Understand the message in a message, okay? So the messages are disguised. Some of these messages y'all listen to is disguised with jealousy, okay? It's disguised. They don't want to see you grow. They don't want to see you get on the same level as them, do the same thing as them. They don't want to see you do the same thing as them, because they know that you may possibly outshine them. You may possibly bypass them because they are operating in a competitive spirit. But when a person has a purpose and a plan, they don't care. Everything that you say, they're going to oppose. Everything that you say with a verse. The devil disguised is the Lord, okay? Metamorphic kind of spirit. They are jealous because you got 44,000 likes under your comment under their channel, okay? They like the fact that they can go to your profile and see that you ain't got no picture, no videos, okay? They are jealous that you are getting that feedback and them comments up under their channel. They want you to stay small. They want you to keep continuing to shine on their channel. They don't want you to be able to take that shine over to your own channel. A competitive, jealous person will always look at everyone as competition. It's good enough when you come giving them words of praises and supporting them and leaving comments up under their channel. It's good enough for you to do that. But when you go over and you make your own channel and you put out your own messages, not because you're trying to compete with them, but because you have a purpose that the Lord called you to as well. They don't want that. When you are called from the Lord and you have a purpose, you don't care about sharing things with other people, okay? Who cares about being embarrassed? Who cares about being shamed? The only person you should care about getting judgment from is the Lord himself. It don't matter what nobody gonna say about you or what they gonna think about you. People are gonna cast judgments on you whether you're doing good or bad. People are gonna cast judgments upon you until the day that you die. You tell them people, I don't care about what no strangers got to say. I done had worse said to me. I done had worse spoke about me. I done had worse done to me. I have heard the worst of the worst, okay? I am ready for this spiritual warfare, okay? There's nothing that nobody can say to me to break me. I done had my own family break me. I done had my own friends break me. I done had so many other people try to break me. There's nothing that people on the internet can say to me that could break me, that could stop my purpose. So get out here and live your purpose and stop listening to these fake quote-unquote positive messages that's laced with jealousy, okay? Because that's all it really is. These people don't want you to get on here and live your purpose because they want you to stay keep on bigging them up and supporting them, okay? I love y'all support. I care about y'all support. But I don't want y'all to be a bystander. I don't want y'all to be sitting back in the cut watching me succeed when y'all know y'all got the potential to do it yourself. No, get out here and share your purpose. Live your dream and your purpose, okay? If you feel like you got to share it with other people to help them, do that, okay? Stop listening to negativity. This ain't no fool's gold message right here, okay? This was put on my heart. I'm sitting up at 8 o'clock in the morning with y'all talking about this. This literally just dropped in my mind. I'm like, let me just get on here and hit record before the message get away from me and I end up forgetting, okay? But you have a purpose, okay? You have a spiritual gift and you need to get out here and use it, okay? You don't want to be one of these people out here that's confused, steady looking to everybody for your answers, and you just don't know what to do. Like, I be seeing certain things to where people be like grown, like they 40s, they 50s, they 60s, and they just be seeming like they just be lost, you know? And you just don't want to be one of those people, because it's so many people out here that's like older, up in age, where they really just get to the point to where they feeling real regretful about life because they never let the Lord work through their life. They never picked up their spiritual gifts. You feel like all of us have some sort of spiritual gift within us. You know, we have all been called since birth to live our life for the Lord. But everybody is not going to be of the Lord. Everybody is going to take a totally different direction. But you don't want to be one of those people that end up getting lost out here and you just looking around. You know how you see that person where they just looking around, they scared, they worried, they don't know what's gonna happen. They see a whole bunch of bombs dropping, fireballs dropping, guns blazing, knives flying through the air, just all type of spiritual warfare, and they just looking around lost. You don't want to be one of those type of people, okay? Go back to your childhood and pick up them spiritual gifts the Lord said that is waiting for you, okay? And I will talk to y'all in the next video.